For Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson will take you live to Washington, D.C. for day 3 of her confirmation hearings. Good morning. This is Eyewitness News at 11 a.m. live on ABC 7, Hulu Live, and wherever you stream. I'm Giovanna Lotta.
And I'm Philip Palmer. This morning, a homeowner is speaking out after a terrifying home invasion in Hollywood Hills. It's just one of a recent string of armed robberies in that area.
Eyewitness News reporter Sid Garcia joins us live after speaking with the man who says he believes he was targeted. Sid.
And also says that the thieves knew exactly what they were looking for in this early morning robbery. Also this from LAPD Chief Michael Moore, a warning to those who are going to be venturing out wearing expensive watches and driving a high-end car.
Being in this business, I've heard this story a million times. It was just the first time I've ever really lived it.
Anthony Ferrer says he was asleep when the 4 suspects got into his Hollywood Hills home through an unlocked door. He says he was tied up and one of the suspects put a gun to his face. If he looks familiar, he has a YouTube channel that specializes in the sale of high-end men's watches. He says the thieves knew what they wanted. He describes what happened.
It just multiple demands of where's the backpack, where's the briefcase, so they knew what they were looking for. And I showed them to a couple of decoys that we have set up around the place, and they zip tied my hands behind my back, and they left out my patio door. Told me to wait about 5 minutes or they'd be back.
The thieves, he says, got away with empty briefcases. This is the latest in a string of robberies in Los Angeles and nearby communities. In broad daylight in Beverly Hills yesterday, robbers used sledgehammers to bust open windows to rob a jewelry store. The owner says the thieves got away with millions of dollars worth of merchandise. Armed robberies in this city of Los Angeles have gone up. The targets, expensive jewelry and other luxury items. This morning from LAPD Chief Michael Moore.
What we're asking the public to be mindful of is that with these increases, that if they're going to wear expensive jewelry, or as they are involved in perhaps driving high-end cars, leaving restaurants, taverns, and other locations, that they be mindful of their surroundings, that they remain in well-lit areas, and that they recognize that there are opportunists that are attempting to take advantage of them. And many times these individuals are armed with a firearm.
And that's really good advice, no matter where you live here in Southern California. Just be well aware of your surroundings. Now, as far as the home invasion robbery here, the good thing, nobody was hurt. Mr. Ferris says shaken up, but otherwise okay. Live in the Hollywood Hills, I'm Sid Garcia, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Sid, thank you. And now to the weather. Warm and windy across parts of the Southland today, and we could see more record-breaking temperatures. This is a live look outside. I believe that's Malibu. Brianna tracking pretty good out there.
Yeah, it was very warm, and we are on track to possibly break some more heat records today. So we tied yesterday. I was talking about we were going to get very close to Burbank breaking or tying, and it did tie, as well as some areas in Ventura County too. So today we are right on track to be reaching some more record-breaking territory, or also tying with it. But even the coastline right now, this is usually the place to beat the heat, and it's warm there as well. Santa Monica Pier, it's about 83 degrees, so it is going to be feeling a little bit more like summer there, especially in some of the valleys today, where we could be seeing some temperatures in the low 90s. Van Nuys right now at about 82 degrees. So we're starting to see a lot more of those 80s pop up. A little windy too in some areas, especially out into the Inland Empire. So we still have some wind advisories in place through later this afternoon. Then those will expire, and we'll be in for some more changes as we head into the weekend too. We are talking about some cooler temperatures, and also when we are going to see some chances of rain in the forecast. So a lot going on over the next week. I'll send it back to you guys for now.
Okay, Brianna, thank you. President Biden is meeting with NATO leaders in Brussels later today amid the war in Ukraine. The White House says Mr. Biden's first objective is to address the growing refugee crisis, as over 100,000 people are trapped in the besieged city of Mariupol. New sanctions are also expected against Russia, reportedly targeting hundreds of Russian lawmakers. This all comes as Ukrainian forces are now fighting to take back territory, with growing concern Belarus might join the fight with Russia. There's also speculation Vladimir Putin may use chemical weapons, something President Biden says is a real threat. The summit in Belgium may also address the option of keeping U.S. troops in Eastern Europe long-term as a deterrent to Russia. As for the front lines, the Russian military has lost 10% of its combat power, with troops running low on food and fuel. Some lack protective gear, which is leading to Russian soldiers having frostbite. Meantime, a spokesperson for Putin is refusing to rule out the use of nuclear weapons.